season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That second down play nets a -4.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Prescott now. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Fitzpatrick now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. And a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Off play action. Gibson looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Running right through him. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1st down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
This is Lamb on the end around. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, Elliott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by William Jackson, former Bengal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check that. Look, 52 right here. 52. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Here we go, 46. Check.
Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter,
turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's out right at the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now Prescott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On play action, Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Fitzpatrick here to throw. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? A give running right, Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain...
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got him in. Complete.
Bring in the second string.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.